Hi everyone, it's me. Canadian, just in case you weren't aware. I have been sitting out here in the quiet for quite a while, and just as I turn this on, our neighbors decide to make whatever noise that is. Fabulous. So since it was technically Canada's birthday recently, I wanted to drink a bunch of Canadian ciders, because there's literally no one to stop me. I'm also not going to wear this hat the whole time because I can't begin to tell you how tight my brain is being squeezed. Let me go ahead and just slowly pop this one off. So it was just recently Canada Day. I'm so sorry if you can hear that guy. I don't know how long he's going to go for, and we can't be waiting all day. So ouch, that kind of hurt. Anyway, so since it was recently Canada's birthday, I wanted to drink some Canadian ciders. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alanna, and I am a Canadian, but I lived in England for the last 4 years. And let me tell you, I love cider, and the UK knows how to do cider properly. So I thought, would Canadian cider stand up against British cider? So we're going to be scientists and find out. Now I thought, because it is absolutely gorgeous here in Ontario, it's like 30 degrees most days, I thought, hell yeah, we gotta do this outside, so you get to listen to all of the noises of outside. Yay! So to begin, let's get rid of this. I don't know where, let's just put that down there. So without further ado, let's go! Now, I went to the LCBO and I said, hook your girl up. I didn't actually say that because that's not how a liquor store works, but I did buy a whole bunch of Canadian ciders, and let's get started. So since it was Pride last month, whoops, I am a month late. I had bought this Simply Honest Earnest Cider with honey. It's a dry cider, and it says, "For Pride in support of Rainbow Railroad." So I thought we'd start off with a dry cider. Now this is 6.5%. So anyhow, let's just relax. Listen to my neighbor cut his lawn. Why do you have to do it now? Only God knows. Alright, cheers. Happy Pride Month to all my LGBTQ plus people. I see you. I respect you. And this one's for you. Ooh. Ooh. Honey, we are getting started. Okay, wowza. Earnest cider. This particular one is a dry cider. It definitely tastes dry, but it has a little bit of honey, so it's got a little bit of sweetness. And it says it's 100% Ontario apples and honey. And in case you weren't sure, the Rainbow Railroad is a Canadian charity helping prosecuted LGBTQ plus people find a pathway to safety. So you know what? You can feel good about getting absolutely smashed. Wow. Now normally I don't totally like dry ciders just because it's like, you know, that aftertaste on dry ciders, but because I think with the honey it has a little bit of a sweetness, so I really like this. It reminds me a lot. Now I have literally no expertise in alcohol or ciders, so I'm talking straight out of my butt, but it does kind of remind me of Angry Orchard, which is what I typically I'd get in an English pub is Angry Orchard. It's lovely. It's a bit dry in my opinion. Is it a dry cider? I don't even know, but this reminds me of Angry Orchard, which would be like its UK equivalent. Which one's better? I don't know, but I really, really like this. And plus the can looks hella cool, so I'm gonna give this Earnest Dry Cider 5 out of 6 train cars. 5 out of 6 train cars. One of them's a caboose, because that's fun to say. It's really nice. It's dry, but it's not too dry, and it's got a nice little honey sweetness. and it's 6.5%, so. Now, next up, why don't we go with a fruity boy? I picked out this one because it's beautiful and I watched it. It is a Reinhardt's Strawberry Hibiscus. Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of those. Now, this one is 5% and it says, the enjoyable sweetness of real strawberries balanced with refreshingly tart hibiscus and blended with crisp orchard apples. Now this one in particular is from Stayner, Ontario, so cheers. Anybody here from Stayner? I've never even heard of it. Cheers to strawberry hibiscus. Wowza. I hate saying that, but let me tell you, I've never tasted anything like this. What? I'll be honest, this tastes like slightly alcoholic juice. It's so strawberry flavored. It honestly feels like I got strawberries in my mouth. It's very strange. It's definitely sweet, but the hibiscus gives it like a little bit of tartness. Not really that much, to be honest. It is very sweet. So, in terms of like UK ciders, any of the ones you get at the pub that are like strawberry and passion fruit or whatever, it's kind of like those. It's quite sweet, but you know what? I'm here for it. Now, personally, when I lived in England, I love the pub. I don't drink that much. Can I just say that? I don't drink that much, I promise you. My parents are watching this video. I don't drink that much. But I love a beautiful, historic, quaint British pub. I love a big old fireplace. I mean, we've talked about this before. I love a pub and I love a pub garden. Now, typically when I would go to the pub and I was going to have alcohol, I would have a cider. But I tend to go for more of like the craft cider, things that are not a different color, like Strongbow, the berry Strongbow, not really for me. Or what's the weird one? It starts with an R, and I know you guys are going to know what I mean, but the one that starts with an R and the bottles are absolutely massive, and they have strawberry and lime and passion fruit, and they're very sweet. They're like fruit flavored ciders. Those are really big. I don't totally like those. I'm more of like, just give me a cider. You know what I'm saying? This is not, in my mind, a traditional typical cider. It's certainly nice every once in a while, and it's certainly nice right now, but it's not my usual. I'm gonna give Reinhardt's Strawberry Hibiscus 5 out of 8 straws. I think if you like a sweet cider, then this is absolutely a nice option. It doesn't taste bad, it's just quite sweet, and I'm not really totally down for super sweet, but it's wonderful. It looks nice, tastes nice. Cheers. Now, what I didn't tell you, but I'm telling you now, we got some chips. Where's all my Canadians at? Happy post-Canada Day. Now, Ruffles are a really popular brand here in Canada. They're chips that have ridges. So, Ruffles. Now, I've been snacking on just plain, we call them just, regular. It also has the French because we're in Canada. And I don't know if you guys know of Hell of a Good dip. It's called Hell of a Good. And it's this one is French onion sour cream dip. It's absolutely incredible, you guys. I should have made a video just about this. But you put this with some plain Ruffles, you have some cider in the sun, your neighbor stops doing lawn maintenance, and let me tell you, it's a good day. So let me just make some space for my chips. Cheers. Oh man, when I drink alcohol, I like to snack. Don't know if you know this about me. I love to snack normally, but especially you just start drinking, you have some chips? Yes. Maybe I should make this look a bit nicer. If I put these ciders here, can you see them? Well, that's in the sun. What about let me just figure this out for a second. If we put this down here, I can't really see. Anyway, you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's carry on to our next cider. Okay, how about we move on? Oh, I've been looking forward to this one. This is from Brickworks Cider House, Stadium Island Peach. Peach is one of the best fruits. Don't at me, you know it's true. So this is a 4.5% peach flavored cider. It's premium craft cider, small batch with fresh Ontario apples. I've had a Brickworks, what is this called? Brickworks Cider House before, and it was so good, you guys. I don't know if you know, but I play video games on Twitch every Sunday, and I had it on stream, and it was so good. I immediately took a nap afterwards. So cheers to peach. Like I said, the best fruit. Don't at me. Cheers. Oh man. What if I just ended the video right now? Would that be strange? Can I read you a little story as told by Brickworks Cider House? Gather round. Get comfortable. September 5th, 1914, Toronto Island. On a sunny afternoon at Hanlan's Point Stadium, a legendary home run was hit out of the park and into the waters of Toronto Harbor. To this day, the world's most expensive baseball has never been recovered. With a pleasant aroma of freshly cut peaches, this semi-sweet cider is balanced with a tart finish and a subtle apple undertone. In 1875, there were over 375,000 peach trees in Ontario, and not one of those varieties remain today. Like the famous home run, the notion of being lost but not forgotten inspired the crafting of Stadium Island Peach. So there you go. I'll be honest, this is fabulous. It tastes like alcohol, but not too much. Does it taste like peach? Hell yeah, it tastes like peach. Did you hear me? It tastes like peach. What else is there to say? This is fabulous, and I knew it would be. If you're looking for a cider that is fruit-based but not too sweet, this boy, okay? Peach, tell them I sent you. You won't get a discount because they don't know who I am. This is fabulous. I love it. I'm gonna drink the rest of it after this video. Yum. But what do I rate a peach cider? Well, I'm gonna give this one 7 out of 7 home runs. That's a baseball terminology. Did you know Canadians like baseball? I just put my finger in the dip. Pretend that didn't happen. I'm so sorry. Why don't we have a chip break? How are you guys doing? Doing alright? Oh, I hear you, pal. I hear you. Alright, one more for the road. Oh, you know what? I'm not done with peach. We're going back. Whoopsies. I forgot. How does this compare to a British cider? I don't know if it does. I'll be completely honest. I haven't yet found my favorite fruit-based sweet British cider. I find a lot of them are too sweet. So I don't know what this compares to, but any Brits watching, which is most of the people that are watching, hey, how's it going? What's your favorite sweet, fruity cider? Is it this one? That's the right answer. Now next up, God, how many did I buy? Next up, we have KW Craft Cider. It looks very cool. It's from Kitchener-Waterloo, which is another Ontario place. And it's 6.7%. Yay. So this one says, our award-winning sparkling dry cider is prepared with a custom blend of 5 locally grown apple varieties and champagne yeast. Yum! Proudly made at our cidery in Kitchener-Waterloo, KW Craft Cider is the product of hard work, traditional craftsmanship, and innovation. Okay, KW Kitchener-Waterloo. Get it? KW? Honestly, I bought it because it was very cool looking. I'll be honest. I buy things based on what the bottle looks like. This is not a bottle, this is a can, but you know what I'm saying. All the other ones I bought were quite bright, you know, rainbow and bright colors, and this was one of the only ones that's just black and white. It looks super cool. Cheers, 6.7. Buckle up. Ooh. So this one definitely tastes like more of a traditional craft cider. There's no additive fruit flavors in it. It's just a nice dry craft cider. I think I like our Pride cider in the dry category more because it has that little hint of honey that kind of like brings it up at the end. Where this one is just a straight dry. Or maybe I like this one more. Oh God, decisions. Either way, it tastes wonderful. It's an Ontario cider. Yum. Local. Canadian. Cool. Tastes good. Good can. Yum. Fabulous. I'm gonna give the KW Craft 4 out of 5 black and white designs. Oh Lord. This kind of reminds me more of the ciders that I would get in an English pub. Like Harry Sparrow. Isn't that one? Or Aspel? That's not how you pronounce it. You know what I'm talking about? You get them at the pub. Those are fabulous. A little bit just, you know, just traditional tasting. So this is definitely comparative to what you would get in an English pub. I'll give you that. Alright, I got one more. You guys up for one more? Let's have a snack break. How you doing? Do you like cider? I hope you do. I love cider. It's my favorite. It's my favorite drink. Now, our last cider looks beautiful. Let me tell you, that's why I bought it. It's called Victoria. It is a pear cider from the Blue Mountains in Ontario. It's 6%. It looks so cool. Gather around. Can I read you what it says? Wow, this is getting quite, it's really starting to sweat out here. Did I tell you it's 30 degrees? Anyway, listen to my story. The Victorian pear cider is elegant and delicious with delicate pear flavors that dance on your tongue. This sparkling dry pear cider, traditionally known as Perry, is a fun and refreshing taste experience. In recognition of the early pioneering spirit of women farmers and fruit growers, Victoria Pear Cider, I can't say that word when I've drank too much, epitomizes God, their creative contribution to the evolution of cider making. For almost a century, the Airedale family has been growing unique varieties of heritage apples and pears in the Beaver Valley Blue Mountains. I've never heard anything more Canadian. Beaver Valley. Fabulous. Plus, it's pretty. And that's all that matters. Cheers to Victoria. Cheers to all the ladies. Any ladies watching this? Hi. Why won't you talk to me? Talk to me more often, alright? Leave a comment. Cheers. Ooh. Oh man, when you get to the last one, it's kind of hard to articulate what it is that you're tasting. Because your girl's a lightweight, and let me tell you, someone's gonna have to carry me back inside. Okay, so this is a weird one because it is a dry cider, and it's like it got a real cut to it, but it's pear tasting. So you get a little bit of sweetness and a really dry tasting cider. So it's kind of like best of both worlds. I just put my finger in the dip again. Maybe I should put that in a different spot. I'm gonna give this one, 2 out of 3 Queen Victorias. I know that's not what it's named after, but that's what it made me think of. I like that it's dry and it's sweet, which is cool. Sometimes I don't really know what to do with my hands. Just drink, I guess. I think it's really nice. It's a different kind of taste. It is definitely like a biting, dry taste in your mouth, but you still taste and smell the pear, which is really good. Just give me a moment and I'll be back with you guys in a few minutes. Snack break. I'm supposed to be having dinner right now. That's not happening. So those are 5 Ontario local ciders that I have just consumed. Hi, my name's Alanna. I don't know if I have already said that. Anyway, how do these compare against each other? That's a good point. I think the worst one that comes to mind is probably the strawberry hibiscus, just because it is very, very sweet. But honestly, I wouldn't turn away any of these, which is surprising. That doesn't often happen. This is the worst one, but it's still good. Does that make sense? Whoever's dog is barking, can you tell them to stop? I'm working. This is working right now. Okay, so there's the worst one. Can you kind of see that? I can't really see in the viewfinder if you can see that. This one's the worst. Then I'm going to go with Victoria, the dry pear. Again, it's still good. It's sweet, it's dry, it's cutting, but I think it's a bit too dry for me. Carrying onwards. Here's the problem, is I don't remember what these taste like. So we have to just double check. Whose dog is barking? I swear to God. Oh God, I don't know. Okay, so these two boys are fabulous. They're both dry. This one has a bit of honey. This one is just a straight dry craft. I think honestly they're tied. I can't tell you which one I like more. I think they both have really lovely tastes. They're high percentage, so your girl is starting to get a little bit dizzy. And I think they're both fabulous. So for the first time ever, probably not, I just don't remember, we have a tie for second. That means your peach boy wins. So those are some Ontario ciders. In comparison to the UK, I am really impressed, I'll be honest. I love cider in the UK and that's what I have at the pub, but to be honest, these Canadian ciders could potentially be better than what I'm used to in the UK. So let that sit in. Let that sit in. Let that sink in, you numped. I'm so sorry, this video is a mess. I guess for anyone who's watching that is not British or Canadian, I would definitely recommend trying Canadian or British ciders if you can get your hands on them. If you go to your local beers, I don't know what I'm doing, not beers, what am I saying? All I'm trying to say is I would definitely recommend trying a cider that is Canadian or British. For us Canadians, well, at least here in Ontario, we have to go to the LCBO, which is the Liquor Control Board of Ontario. That's where you buy your liquor. You can't just get it in a corner shop. That's a video on itself. But I definitely recommend just trying some. Any Canadians watching who aren't really big into cider, honestly, try it. I am so impressed by the ciders here in Ontario. What else can I say other than cheers? I did actually, last summer, I did a video on Canadian ciders on my Patreon. So if you want extra content, you can sign up to my Patreon. I post a video there every week anyway. Last summer, I did a Patreon only video on Canadian ciders. I had a different selection of ciders, and I remember them all being really good. So I am thoroughly impressed. I thought maybe that was just a fluke, and I picked good ones. But the fact that I've done this video a second time, basically, and I like them all, I think just goes to show that Canada and Ontario knows its ciders. and I am thoroughly impressed. Any cider companies watching, hit your girl up. I will do a sponsored video for you, no worries. Just give me the ciders. For all my normal returning subscribers, hi you guys. Hello, I hope you're doing okay. I took a week off for the first time in forever last week. I got a lot of stuff going on over here, but I'm feeling alright. I'm full of cider now, so everything's alright. But I just want to say thank you so much to all the kind messages and comments that I got from people, to take time for myself and to make sure that I was okay. Honestly, it was overwhelming. It was just absolutely incredible, and I genuinely want to say thank you. I think a lot of the time here on YouTube, it's just kind of like I'm just sort of posting content into like a void. You know, I'm just throwing content out there and hoping people like it, and I don't really know if people like it or not. So to get so many wonderful messages from people saying like take as much time as I need and as much time off as I need was genuinely wonderful, and I can't even begin to tell you how wonderful it was. I'm here, I'm posting, and I'm grateful that you're here with me. So pour one out for your homies. Just kidding, I won't, because I don't want bees. But thank you very much. Now that the video is over, the neighbor has stopped his lawn maintenance, and the dog barking has also gone inside. So it's beautifully quiet. You can kind of hear some birds chirping. This is Ontario for you guys. It's Ontario. Cheers. Let's just hang out. You know what I'm saying? I guess I should stop. I guess I'm sweating. I don't know if you guys can tell. I am actively sweating. It's 30 degrees out here. It is hot. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, there's air conditioning inside, so maybe I should go do that. Oh no, I'm gonna burp again. That was disappointing. I'm so sorry. I guess that's it for this video. I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm doing alright. Thank you so much for thinking about me. Do you have a favorite cider? Let me know. I am always interested in trying new things, and I am more than happy on trying what you guys like. What's your favorite cider? Canadian or British? I don't care. I'll find it. Let me know. Is it this one? Probably not, because you probably don't even know what this is. That's alright. Cheers. Alright, you guys. I guess I should stop. Oh, Canada and all that. Did you know in school we have to sing Oh Canada in English and in French? I bet you didn't know that. I don't remember what it is anymore though, because I'm too old. Anyway, I should stop. Thank you for being wonderful. Honestly, I don't want to say, this sounds gross kind of saying it, but I have the best subscribers. I've just said it. Nobody can stop me. I got the best subscribers. People that subscribe to my channel, you're awesome. And I love you, alright? From one Canadian to a stranger on the internet, I love you, and you are fabulous, okay? Tell your friends to subscribe. That would be nice too, and then we could have even more friends. Anyway, I need to stop. Or do I? You know what? It's so 2020, you guys, 2020, what a year. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm perfectly allowed to drink all of these ciders, and that's okay, because it's 2020. Alright, it's time for me to go. My parents are probably like, what is she doing? Our daughter's posting alcoholic content on the internet. What is happening? How did we get to this point? I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking though. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the kind comments. Please subscribe to my channel. Please check me out on Twitch, and please check me out on Patreon if you can. Otherwise, no worries. Don't worry about it, pal. If you're here, then that's cool too. Alright. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye! Is it bad that moving my head like that made me dizzy? That might be an issue.